What's up, guys? I'm episode 203, back with Random Frank P of Room Tour Project. Can't do it. What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, back with episode 203 of RTP, the series where we show off some of the best setups to give you some inspirations and ideas for your own setup. Yes, that was intended to rhyme. But this week, the fan favorite Clean and Minimal Edition. See anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But we'll start it off now, episode 203. First up, we have Jerome, and right off the bat, I am loving the aesthetic here with the all wooden desk and the colors he has going on. Like the paint color, it's dark, but it's not, too dark. It kind of looks like a midnight paint kind of color where it's not like, a dark gray. Sort of looks blue in the right lighting, but here, altogether, it looks really nice. Digging that shelving unit he has on top of the IKEA desktop as well. So this single monitor here is the Acer Predator X34, and moving on down to the peripherals, the mouse is the Logitech G900, and the keyboard is the Tofu HHBK. It's the hot swap kit here with Xilinx 78-gram switches inside. Loving the blank keycaps, the accented escape key, and shout out to the Flip Spacebar gang. And then for audio, didn't see much information on the speakers, but the headphones there on the shelf are the Philips Fidelio X2. Now over to the PC, you guys know I love these small ITX cases here. This is the low-key Ghost S1 inside the AMD Ryzen 3700X CPU with the Noctua NH L9 X65 cooler. Got 16 gigs of Crucial Ballistics Sport RAM on an MSI B450i Gaming Plus motherboard and an EVGA GTX 1080 graphics card. And what I also like, on the other side of the room, in front of this nice window, he has a secondary setup, as you can see. Not going to really focus on this, just giving you an extra look that he's got the kind of dual setups going on here, and they both look really nice. So starting off the episode strong, and I think the big takeaway for me, at least, is just the colors here for this setup. It's not, it's not going to pop immediately, but the dark walls is a really nice contrast to the wooden desk, highlighted by some of the copper or bronze tones in the setup as well. You don't see it too often, but I really dig it here. Next, we have Anthony with the all white and wooden setup here, mainly white peripherals and hardware, then the wooden desk and the wooden board mounted above the setup where those Nanoleaf Aurora light panels are. And I've said it a lot, so it's probably redundant at this point, but a wallpaper can make or break a setup, so I like the fact that here he has, the trees and stuff, which is going to go along nicely to the actual plant he has. So for the actual important stuff, he has a 34-inch Samsung Ultra-Wide as the primary display, or only display I should say, and it appears to be wall-mounted. So checking out the peripherals on that nice Novel Keys Hexagon mousepad, he has his custom keyboard, which is a custom Alice layout. It's all acrylic, and he has retooled Lube MX Black switches here with the Logitech MX Master 2S mouse. And obviously a white controller if he wants to use that as a secondary peripheral. But the colorway, all the matching here with the custom keyboard looks super nice. For audio, he's rocking the Sennheiser HD 700 open back headphones. Then for the speakers you see in the back that are on stands on each side of the monitor are the Fenda R30 Bluetooth speakers. Then for the PC, inside the NZXT H500i case is an Intel i7 9700KF CPU with a Deepcool Castle 240 RGB AIO. Got 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM on the Asus Maximus X390 motherboard, and a Gigabyte Aorus RX 2080 Extreme graphics card. I like matching the RAM to the white braided cables and stuff, again, just to make the white accents of the PC pop a little bit more. But altogether, Anthony, really digging the clean appearance. You have the green kind of accented in the wallpaper, the plant, and the Nanoleaf Aurora light panels as well. So any color in an all-white setup like this is going to stand out a bit. Now we've got EmergencyMagazine, which also looks like something you would see in a magazine with just the greens and those plants popping out at you. I don't know if they're fake or they're real, but those things are living. And we gotta just, take note of it right now. I really liked, the stacked monitor orientation. And here we kind of have that with a primary one at eye level, and then the secondary one kind of like, at chin level, looking down a bit. Reference monitor, we'll call it. The primary is an AOC 32-inch, and that secondary one is a Samsung 24-inch monitor. As you can see here, he just has like games and stuff there. For the peripherals, that's an Aukey KM G9 keyboard and the Zowie FK1 Plus mouse. Those crazy looking speakers are the Quadral Argentum 430, and although not pictured, he has the HD 680 Evo headphones from Superlux. Now over to the PC, another small ITX build. This is the Colink Satellite Plus case. Inside here is an i5 7600K CPU with an MSI GTX 1070 Ti Armor graphics card. That's all we really have for specs. A lot of times with ITX builds like this and there's no side panel, the internals and the visuals of the internals aren't at utmost importance, so they don't really submit photos of the inside, if that's okay with me. But stealing the show is this damn crazy entertainment space for kicking back, lounging, and enjoying that crazy 65-inch OLED TV. I never heard of it, but it's the GRUNDIG OLED 9990 Fine Arts TV. I just want to kick back here and just watch everything. This looks super chill and super comfy over here. Man, so there's no doubt in terms of design, EmergencyMagazine knows what's up. I'm just digging it all around. The white wall with the black sound panels there, kind of making those stripes to go along with the wallpaper. It's all just 100% good. Next up from Virtual, we have the stacked monitor orientation, and I'm loving the warm lighting we get from that bulb here on the right side. Definitely going against the cool lighting coming from the window on the left side of the setup, and together it meets right in the middle for the monitors. So the primary display on the bottom is a 27-inch BenQ with a 27-inch Asus monitor up top, and it's flipped so the chin is up top, creating a more seamless bezel there in the middle. And for the peripherals, we have the Razer Black Widow Chroma X keyboard, but keeping them lights all white. And then we have Logitech G502 mouse. Man, I haven't used my G502 since like September, and looking at it, it makes me miss all the good old times we had. Virtual's making good use of those IKEA pegboards that are very, very popular now, and also very stylish in a way, because behind the monitors he has those mounted, which you can use to then mount his headphones there nice and conveniently, or headset, sorry. This is the Razer Kraken 7.1. And then another small form factor ITX case. This one is so small it could fit behind that primary monitor underneath. It's the Dan Case A4. Inside the Ryzen 7 3700X CPU with the Noctua L9i Chromax cooler. We got 16 gigs of G.Skill Trident Z RGB Neo RAM on the Gigabyte Aorus X570i Pro Wi-Fi motherboard. And the graphics card is the NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super Founders Edition. And you guys saw, this is a super, super clean build for it being so small and compact. Now, what I also like is he has this sort of secondary workspace off to the right side of the setup where you can use to get some work done, some writing, just unwind and relax. And it's separate from the actual desk setup because he doesn't have to really, get it all cluttered up and stuff with his own separate area. So I like how he has this huge desk, but kind of broken up into two separate spots. But man, Virtual, digging it all around. I'm just very partial, and the stacked monitors is something that I always really dig seeing. And here, the span wallpaper and the nice mix of colors you have going on, it's pulled off beautifully. And then last but not least, we have Luka Merc, and something about this episode, it is just filled from start to finish with killer minimal setups. I'm loving this. In the corner of seemingly a living room, or it's like living space, a big window right there for all this natural lighting. Love it. So his primary monitor is an Asus 34-inch ultrawide, the PG34-8Q, with the vertical one on the right side being an Asus 24-inch, but also 144 Hz. Those are both on one monitor arm, so you could have them, not taking up too much space, but then mounted in those different orientations like he has. Down to the peripherals, his keyboard is the Vortex Poker 3, all white keycaps with the wooden wrist rest as well, to go along with the Logitech G500S mouse. And you might have seen in the previous shot, his headphones are the Sennheiser HD 599 with a Mod Mic 5 to kind of act like a gaming headset. The PC here, this is the ever so lovely Phanteks Enthoo Evolve case. Inside we have an Intel i7 4790K CPU with the Dark Rock Pro 3 CPU cooler. Can't really make out the RAM or the motherboard here, but then we have the Asus GTX 1080 Ti Strix graphics card. So slightly limited in terms of specs, but it still looks really nice with the orange and blue theme inside. And for another look in that living room space,
really just clean and organized here with a little table there, the sofa and stuff. This just seems like a really, really awesome apartment. Whether it's like a studio apartment or just this is just a living room, I don't know. Regardless, it is really, really nice. It sounds stupid, but look at this thing. This is so clean.
All right, guys, that'll wrap it up for episode 203 of Room Tour Project. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, if you saw anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out, as well as some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup. If you want to be possibly considered in a future episode of Room Tour Project, check the description down below for it all. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.